glimpse of your journey in Cisco. It has some fun moments, but a lot of talking as you have done with the analysts and with all those launches that you have done. So there's a glimpse of it. So we'll just run with that, and then I'll open it up for folks to wish you all the best and things like that. And at the end, there are some other thank you notes from others who couldn't join here in person. So feel free, guys. Enjoy. Aishwarya, please go ahead.
Cisco's new router, what it is, what it does, and who benefits. Tell us about the demand that you're seeing for video on the internet and what's needed to manage all of that traffic.
So when we look at it today, what we have with about 800 million transistors, 40 cores, the top.
Pleasure, especially from my side. Personally, I will start off since I want to make it sure on the record that Martin is not around here. Martin and myself and rest of the team are not responsible for your retirement plan. We were the last one to work for you, but we really miss all the friendship that came along with the work that we did together. We learned a lot in this process as a team, and I think personally it has transformed us in being something completely different than when we started 3-4 years ago. We cherished a lot of memories. I think we took visions which you painted, and then we translated into execution, and then we started from a basic initial thought process on a whiteboard into a launch within a span of 18 months with 18 people and 18 patents. John Chambers that one, but that was so true. I think that is something that we'll never forget, and will be there with us for many, many years. And I think, as I said, and I've written many times to you, I don't think you're going to retire because we want the type of transformation that we got out of your leadership. I'm sure there are many out there who will also benefit. Wanted to wish you all the best. Others, you folks, thanks. Thank you, sir. Where's the music?
I don't have the privilege to know many of you, and I've been at Cisco only 4 years, but I've been working with Suraj out of Kelly's organization. Kelly was here on a number of areas. Certainly, what I like about obviously the way you've been driving your business is the business, the outcome, the business value. I think before even we talked about outcome at Cisco, you always had that. And we can see that even in the way you articulate the value of the technology. Sometimes it's very hard because it's so far remote from what people see, even our customers. But you've always been able actually to pinpoint that value, be able to express it in a very simple and elegant way. And I think that's what customers want to understand. Is at the end of the day, that technology is an enabler, but the business is really what matters. And we really had some, I didn't spend that much time with you, but a lot of fun in also the way you handle yourself, the way you actually come across with information, but also advice. And I think it was a pleasure, and I look forward to seeing you in another place, something new. Thank you.
Spagnola, the 2 in a box.
Oh yeah.
We used to call them spaghetti. Studying at Spagnola, a lot of fun. We'll never forget one management offsite at Jeff's place up in Sonoma Valley. If anybody doesn't know about Suraj's affinity for Grey Goose, it's legendary. But we agreed that what happened there stays there, so it's good move. But Suraj, I really appreciated the years we worked together. Being your chief of staff was a unique experience, but very rewarding. So thank you.
Thanks, man.
BNI probably a couple, 3 years later. But one thing I've learned from you, Suraj, is to be triply sure of the numbers because of your ability to kind of look at something and then drill down and ask that one question. That kind of, really solidifies the messaging, the storyline, and once you're sure of that, you can not go wrong. So like Ariel said, what would Suraj ask? What is that unsaid question that we need to answer before we go ahead and present the data? So that's what I've learned personally, the ability to look at it holistically, but then be sure of the underpinnings. So I'm sure you'll be doing great wherever you go. All the best, but we'll definitely be missing you and your leadership.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
I'll go. Part of the BNI team, and Suraj, you really formed that effort and took it to the next level. We just had a few numbers before came under your leadership, and you really transformed it, and it got incredible visibility, and you were such a great spokesperson. We saw in almost every presentation there the BNI numbers, and we're still going with your legacy there, and we all have this internal sort of what would Suraj do voice that comes up now and again. And we were just talking about you before we came in, and things like, remember that one meeting where he spotted that one error? And you have an incredible mind for numbers, and we really benefited from your leadership and from the personal relationship that we had with you. It was really great to get to know you, and brought such energy to the effort, and we're still kind of coasting on that. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
We started off with GSR, and I think you probably want to tell, because most of you who are new to the company, there was a time long ago, I guess, when I was in finance. This is my 10th year, but there was a time where we didn't look at plan. We didn't look at things like commit. Why? Because every time we beat it. And we had margins which were obnoxious, and they're obnoxious by today's standards. We're talking north of 85% gross margins. We were the number one, bar none. I didn't even hear the word Juniper. The sales guys used to come with orders, and we were like, hold off, we got what we needed. And Suraj was there through that. As you saw, CRS1, he was through CRS3. I mean, those ones that you've seen were the building blocks. So he knew the business in and out. I learned a whole lot. And it's good to see the transformation of Cisco. And I'm hoping, the legacy that you left, others pick it up, and then someday we'll see those 85% margins. That's great.
me just, first of all, thank you. I think that you took time to be here. That means a lot to me. I mean, since morning I've been like, okay, it's like, 20 years, man. This is like the last day I'm going to go to Cisco. At least with my badge working. But you know what? What made it so special for me, it was just coming and working with the brightest people. And I think, when I joined in '96, I was just a grade 9 employee at Cisco, just one product manager. And the opportunities that I got along the way, and the people that I met who shaped me and my own legacy at Cisco has been just many of you guys. And I think it has been a real privilege to work with you guys. And I think that's the part that I'll miss the most. Products will come and go, the legacy of our relationship will always be there for the longest time. So I hope this is not the last meeting. I think I try to see this as the next 20, 30 years of my life, not looking back. And I hope that we're all in touch with each other. And wish you all the best, guys. I mean, Cisco is a great company. I've tried, this is my 4th attempt at leaving Cisco. And it has been very hard. Not because I wanted to leave Cisco just for the sake of it, but I stayed back because of the people. And I think, I look at the videos, I'm like, boy, I'm the last of the Mohicans up here. So I will leave with a lot of great relationship and great friendship. And thank you again. And now we can get started with the field. I hope there are no more videos.
Yeah, there is. Thank you. So we have few remote folks, at least the India team. So they obviously couldn't be here, but they have sent their thank yous as well. A small plate which kind of highlights your journey at Cisco for 20 years. So when you're relaxing, playing with that dog, and whenever you get a chance to see this, you will remember you had a bunch of folks who really appreciated whatever you did for them and for the business. Right. Put this together. Nancy, Aishwarya, thank you.
This is going to stay with me for a long time, forever probably. And I know where I'm going to place it too. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Please. The food is getting cold.
Yes.